situation is getting out of hand from bad to worse, which I tell Jamaicans, just prepare yourself for anything. Do not sit up here and believe that this is it and, you know, nothing's going to happen to us, even when you're a citizen, because if you watch what's going on, they're going after citizen as well. I can't be afraid because I already know what I'm going back to. The thing about being a real born Jamaican is knowing that it was always a possibility, which I never put that out of my head. I've seen how family members of mine have been treated, got granted stay in the United States and still got deported anyway. So I knew this situation could happen, even though people think it cannot happen. I knew for a fact it could happen. So guys, if you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Someone asked me, will I be afraid, or how will I feel if I was to get deported to my country that I'm from? Afraid of what? I'm afraid of Jamaica. I love Jamaica. The opportunity when I have, yes, I don't have it in Jamaica, of course, obviously. But I'm there from for 30 years. What am I going to do? I'm going to go back and forth as much as I can because I'm a citizen. I ain't going to sit up there and lie and tell anyone that, oh, I'm going to go to Jamaica and everything will be 100%. But I won't be unhappy. And number one is, when I go to Jamaica, I have somewhere to sleep. And I will be able to have something to drive. Regardless of what my kids are born in America. Yes, they're doing all kind of shenanigans, but I ain't worrying about my kids too much. They're fine. My life will be just as fine as if I was in America, just the same. Yes, I do like some things in America, but I love Jamaica. And let me tell you this, from the moment I've known myself as a young girl, or more like understanding myself, I've never let go of my roots of being a Jamaican. I will never switch from being a Jamaican. I do speak American at times, but I've been here so long and I still speak patois. I will get up and will chat bad if I want to chat bad. But I could talk, proper English if it's necessary. Most of the time it's not necessary with who I deal with, unless I have to go somewhere to work or whatever. But let me tell you this. No one can put fear in me. And denaturalizing citizens or taking out people's green card or whatever, it can't put fear in enough Jamaican. We already know said this was a possibility. I mean, know for a fact that enough Jamaican know said this was a possibility. This could happen, or it can happen, and it's happening. From day one, from last year, from the election, I didn't know said this was coming. It was told, like people were saying it. There was something up on the web at one point I read, and I think that made it more obvious, like it was possible to happen. Nobody have to tell me. And furthermore, when Trump was seeking re-election, he said he was going to do all these things. Some just thought it was limited to illegal immigrants or undocumented immigrants. They didn't see it coming for green card holders, naturalized citizens, regular citizens. They didn't see it coming for people, even old people that's in their 70s that's going to detention centers and dying. You think they're building these prisons was just for illegal immigrants? Even those asylum seekers, they didn't see this one coming either. 500 and plus of them have to leave. But me as a Jamaican, I'm not afraid. So nobody can put fear on me. Oh, you should not be afraid. You need to stop this or do this. Nobody can tell me what to do. Just the same way I cannot come on here and tell anyone to do anything. I would encourage someone to do something good for themselves or prepare themselves for something. But I'm not telling them what they have to do. I know what I have to do for me and my family. And the thing is, nobody not gonna put fear on me. I'm not gonna make, no matter what's going on around me, make me, because guess what? All of we have to go in that soil at one point or another. And no one's opinion can save us from the ground when it's time for us to go. No one can save us, okay? Not even us ourselves, because when it's our time, it's our time. So you think I'm gonna make a man-made rule or whatever situation determine how I live the rest of my life? No, I determine the rest of my life. So if you want to sit up here and let these people tell y'all that this is going to happen or this is not going to happen, that's on y'all. But I know what's going to happen, and it's happening. I said it's going to get worse before it gets better. And yes, it's getting worse because now they're going after naturalized citizens. And matter of fact, they're denaturalizing citizens, and they are also going after their citizen that was born here. That's why they're making so many extra prisons. It's to put fear into people, and who want to be fear of them, that's on them. They're not God. They're just a man just like me and you, with a little bit of rule, matter of fact, a little bit of power for now, okay? And the next thing is this: as a Jamaican, if you have any intention of saving yourself from some of this harsh reality of what's coming to some of us. Buy a little piece of land or a little house or a little apartment if you can. Get yourself ready just in case, especially if you know because some of the rules gonna affect a lot of people regardless of what, because we all know that some of us been through situations and things, and it's gonna reflect the rest of our lives a certain way. Prepare yourself for anything. Don't make nobody sit up there and tell you, say, oh, it never happened to you, because until it happened to you. Don't wait till it reach at your doorstep. That's when you start thinking, Lord, me should I do this, or Lord, me should I get up and get a little place, Lord, me should I maybe even buy 2 little cars. Do whatever you can, even save your money, because not only that, not sending people, they're taking people money, and it's always about the money. They admit they will take away your financials, your house, whatever, and separate you from your children and your wife, or your wife and your husband, whatever the case might be. It can happen to you. So don't make nobody come get up and tell you nothing different. Protect yourself, look out for yourself, and look out for your family. And like me say, as Jamaican, get to know local place as Jamaica when you can. And don't be afraid to go back. I mean afraid to go back, because I always go back. We go back as often as possible. And yes, we can smile because the simple fact say, made it all we know, so one day this was a possibility. And here it is. Reality, I kick somebody right in the backside. I wasn't born here. And you have a green card, you have a citizenship, whatever the case might be. If you feel uncomfortable right now, find a piece of land in Jamaica or a little house. Even if you have to buy it, so what? If you have to go to a mortgage, so what? You better you have something in your yard than nothing. The worst thing can happen is that nothing happen to you. You still have a house in Jamaica, rent it out, mortgage it out. When you pay a mortgage, rent it out if you can't pay it on mortgage. Put it like that. The next thing is this: if you buy a piece of land and start building on it, all you can do is build and own it, and you can sell it back or you can keep it for wealth for your children. You know, eventually it can help someone down the line, maybe your grandchildren, or maybe your kids don't want to be there permanently, but maybe you get older, you say, okay, I really want to go home. You have someone. You can't lose. My thing is that don't wait for these people to put you out of this place and determine if you're worthy to stay or not. I hate giving people control over my life, and that's why I've made a lot of decisions the way I've made it. I don't like to give people full control over me. None, no matter who, what, or whatever. I like to be in control of my situation, my life. Even if they have for a minute, yes, but not forever. They will never have it. The only person I have, and matter of fact, the only thing I fear is something that I cannot see, which is God. Because I can feel his presence, but I cannot see him, so I'm afraid of him. That's the only person I fear. I don't fear men, and I don't fear situations, because situation is just situations. You get up and, okay, just the same way you have a bill to pay. You're afraid about the bill, you're afraid about the bill. They can't drop dead, the bill's still dead, and guess what? They're going to sit down there till it disappear, right? I don't worry about things like that. Next thing is this: what's happening is that people don't understand that when they do lock you up and put you in this detention center, they're going to take your property. They're going to separate you from your children. Consider all of those things. Do you really want that for yourself or your family? Be careful with the things that you do from this point forward, because they have an agenda, they have a number they have in their head they want to keep it up with, and they're trying to get to that number. All I can say, anyone, if you come this far in the video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. God bless.